Hello, Doc360, Shane here. Hey, I'm going to talk to you about some technologies that principals use that make their life easier or more effective. The first one is my favorite new little toy here called Screencast-O-Matic. It's a free little thing, and it's a great way to show how to do something. I use this with staff and I use this with students. Pros, like you can follow the little mouse here and you can do the things that I'm doing right here, but if you want to do anything more, you got to pay more. So that's the first little fun tool that I've been enjoying this year. The second thing that I have started doing is I'm part of the National Innovations School Administrative Manager Program, and I track every minute of my day. I have a daily meeting, and a Sam who helps me do that. It's really cool because all this green is time I'm spending on instruction, and the yellow is management. And then what's cool is I can open up these little charts and I can see how much time I'm spending with every person, every group, what types of instruction and what kinds of management I'm spending time with. And then my goal is to keep working towards more time on instruction. The positive of this is I can really track every person and how much time and what kind of time I'm spending with them. The bad part of it is that this doesn't sync to my Google Calendar. It doesn't remind me where to go to things. But really, overall, the pros outweigh the cons, and it has helped me be a more effective and efficient administrator. Today, I'm going to spend most of my time on one of the things that I often schedule in my calendar, which is a walkthrough, and we use the eWalk system. I'm going to log into that now. It is a database that's created by the state. Back in the day, we used to do a thing called the 3-minute walkthrough. And so we would go through and I'd make a duplicate of this and leave one copy on the teacher's desk. And we would just look at these 5 quick things, boom, 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 and we'd leave the note and off we'd go. But then there was real no way to, and then every once in a while we'd go back and have a conversation with the teacher. Then we decided we wanted to get better at it. So this system was created, and you can set up all of the different things and put all your teachers in, and then you can create actual walkthroughs. One of the hardest things to do, though, is to create a template. So that's a con. Usually we have a person through the AEA, Area Education Association, who creates new forms for us. And then if we want to, once we have the form created, we can manage that form and we can run reports on that form. So right now I'm going to show you some different walkthroughs, and they're loading right now. So these are all of the walkthroughs I've done this year. I've done about 35 of them. I've tried to work my way around to see every teacher 3-4 times every semester, every quarter, and leave them feedback. If I were going to create a new template, I have to choose which one of these forms I'm going to use. Again, it's hard to make a form, but if we get one put in, we can use it. So there's several different forms here that I use with teachers. We also use them with our coaches, and we use them with groups who are working in PLCs, which stands for Professional Learning Communities. Here's one where we're looking for best practice ESOL strategies. That's English for students of other languages. EEI is where we're looking at some Marzano best practice strategies. So we can put these things in. We can do a walkthrough. We can do a walkthrough in one of 3 ways. This is the web version. This is not my favorite version. I don't like it. I think it's clunky. I use my iPad most of the time with an app that has the same information. It's much slicker and easier to use. And I also have it on my phone, but it's a little too small, and I don't always push the right buttons. So I like my iPad version. Unfortunately, Screencast-O-Matic doesn't let me show my iPad version. So anyway, I can mark down who I'm seeing, what time of day, how long I'm there. I can add all these types of information, and I spend a lot of time with Bloom's taxonomy, and I can actually tell them what levels I'm seeing while I'm in there. Again, it is only what I see while I'm there at that time. It's not a full comprehensive picture. And so that's kind of we started out with 3 minutes. Now often I'm doing a 10 to 12 minute walkthrough in order to fill out all of these different pieces. And then sometimes we can do a whole period for a walkthrough, or I can use a different template, and our evaluation system is actually on here also. So there's all different kinds of walkthroughs that can go on. After I've done a number of walkthroughs, I can go back to reports, and I can see what am I seeing across multiple classrooms, and so I got to pick reports, and I can see what's happening most of the time. So if I click this one, I can start to run a report and see, like, if I want to see how much Bloom's taxonomy, what levels we're hitting, I can look that up. I can do all kinds of things like that. So it gives me information that I can take to the building leadership team, and with instructional coaches, we can go in and provide opportunities to continue to grow in certain areas. So this is kind of the little EWOC walkthrough system that we use quite a bit in West Des Moines, and I know that they use across the state. I'm going to try to end at this time and take any questions about any one of the three technologies that were highlighted today. Technology for principals.